There is immense power in silence, a strength that often goes unnoticed. In fact, silence can be the loudest statement you ever make. Well, when you remain silent, you maintain an air of mystery. You become less predictable and therefore less vulnerable. It's a way to guard your heart and protect your plans. It's a strategy to keep your adversaries guessing, to keep them off balance. In this eye-opening video, I want to share 5 crucial things God's chosen ones should never reveal or discuss publicly. Some matters are meant to be kept discreet between you and the Lord alone. Let's examine them. 1. Your future plans and dreams. The first thing to keep private is your future plans and dreams. You see, the enemy has limited access to read your future. He works best when operating from presumption. The more intel he can gather through your loose talk, the more ammunition he has to sabotage God's intentions for you. Proverbs chapter 29 verse 11 warns that a fool utters all their mind, but the wise keep it until afterwards. Learn the wisdom of holding your peace regarding what God shows you about your destiny. Don't be quick to announce revelations that may not yet be clear or established. Mary, the mother of Jesus, was told she would miraculously give birth to the Messiah. This precious promise was meant for silent incubation in her heart, only to be revealed when God's timing was ripe. Visionaries understand that dreams are like babies, needing protection and nurturing during the early, fragile stages. Premature oversharing can open you up to misunderstanding, skepticism and attacks at the wrong time. Rather than seeking vain public validation, quietly commit your visions to prayer. God may have you share pieces with a few trusted confidants for agreement, but avoid the temptation to excitedly broadcast unfinished dreams that require patient cultivation in a secret place until God gives the green light. Keep your divine glimpses private. Learn to steward revelation with wisdom and maturity. The future will unfold best when you don't provide the enemy intelligence through non-stop reporting of what God showed you. There is safety in silence. 2. Your financial status. Another unwise thing chosen ones do is openly boasting about financial increase in possessions. In this age of social media, many fall prey to pride and showing off, but ostentatious displays often lead to catastrophe. Proverbs chapter 13 verse 11 warns. Dishonest money dwindles away, but whoever gathers money little by little makes it grow. The wise understand that wealth multiplies through diligent private accumulation, not bragging. Avoid the snare of seeking validation through flaunting lavish purchases, homes, vacations, and other vain status symbols that shift trust away from God. Do not measure self-worth by fleeting riches. Focus on spiritual maturity and discreet stewardship that breeds lasting prosperity rather than envying those who flaunt opulence. Embrace the hidden dignity of modest living. Necessity is often the mother of financial breakthrough, and reckless spending sabotages stability. Be more concerned with pleasing God than impressing others. Keep precise financial data like income statements, investments, savings balances and inheritances private. Even from extended family, if possible. Doing that could attract unwanted lawsuits, manipulation, jealousy, greed or theft. Being quiet, confidence in God's provision and gratefulness for what you have is far more important than showy extravagance to prove your net worth. Seek first his kingdom and prosperity will follow in due time. In addition to keeping your financial status private, it is also wise for chosen ones to maintain some secrecy regarding career endeavors. When God opens doors for new jobs, promotions, or opportunities, avoid broadcasting every detail about your professional advancements and workplace across social media. Oversharing can make you a target for envy, sabotage, unrealistic expectations from others, and even spiritual attacks. Trying to thwart divine alignments rather than posting constantly about achievements, keep excelling through quiet humility and consistent work ethic, as Proverbs chapter 27 verse 2 says, "Let someone else praise you and not your own mouth." Of course, be open about general progress to trusted mentors and family, but resist the temptation to overtly showcase every milestone and title to the public eye, where envy and pride look divine. Promotion comes without striving when we allow God to naturally raise us up in proper timing as we focus on obeying His voice. 3. Your family matters. A second crucial thing chosen ones must keep discreet is family matters. Whether health concerns, relational conflicts with children, marital disputes, financial pressures, or other sensitive issues, do not expose your inner circle carelessly. There are certain people who never seem to keep their family matters private. This is a very bad behavior that can destroy your family in no time. It isn't every little thing that happens between you and your spouse that should be published. Even when you have a disagreement, sometimes it's better to deal with it within your home first. You shouldn't become a public spectacle to others because you can't keep your mouth shut. Most of the people you share your family problems with also have their own issues, but one thing they never do is tell you about their own problems. So why do you go about publicizing your own family matters to others? It is a very bad concept. Yes, it is commonly said a problem shared is a problem solved, but this doesn't apply in every case. Sometimes it depends on who you are sharing your problems with. Sharing with the wrong person will mean a problem. Shared becomes a problem multiplied. Proverbs 17 tells us whoever would foster love covers over an offense, and 1 Peter chapter 4 verse 8 says above all, love each other deeply because love covers over a multitude of sins. Avoid oversharing personal problems on social media or casual gossip with coworkers and neighbors. Do not provide legal access to vultures seeking an opportunity for accusation. Do not make your family vulnerable by airing their imperfections before a fault-finding audience. As a priest over your home, handle issues privately and protect your inner circle from unnecessary scrutiny. Seek help only from spiritually mature counselors who respect confidentiality. Imagine if Mary had rushed to her cousin Elizabeth complaining about her betrothed concerning Joseph's initial decision to leave her upon discovering her pregnancy. This family matter required wisdom and privacy. Do not swallow the enemy's bait toward resentment or bitterness against loved ones. Avoid slander that poisons how others perceive your family. Any dysfunction is an opportunity to extend more grace and forgiveness. God desires to heal and restore relationships, but in a context of love and secrecy, not expose drama. Learn restraint rather than hurling stones through impulsive oversharing that can never be fully retracted. 4. Your early victories and breakthroughs. One-third area of discipline for God's chosen ones is learning to keep early breakthroughs and victories private. When God first grants you favor, financial increase, promotions or new opportunities, it can be tempting to instantly alarm it. Proverbs chapter 21 verse 5 tells us the plans of the diligent lead to profit. As surely as haste leads to poverty, your breakthrough is still fragile. Wait for God's timing before unveiling it publicly. Impatience can forfeit the fullness of the promise. When King Saul was anointed, the prophet Samuel told him in 1 Samuel chapter 10 that once these signs are fulfilled, do whatever your hand finds to do, for God is with you. He did not say, broadcast on Facebook that God is with you. It was a sacred secret. David defeated Goliath while still a novice warrior. If he had started boasting prematurely, the enemy could have quickly eliminated him before his reign was established. But David kept silent, waiting on the Lord for the next steps. For example, if God grants you major business success early on, avoid the limelight until your increase stabilizes. Joseph modeled this, not boasting of his gifting until he was mature and ready to lead. Publicizing a fledgling breakthrough invites unnecessary spiritual attacks, jealousy and competition. It's smarter to silently establish your vine first before unveiling the fruit. Mysterious maturity confounds enemies. Young entrepreneurs and ministers of the gospel often make this mistake, proudly declaring a startup's early traction that is not yet stable or permanent. Avoid hasty publicity that tries to leverage quick wins not yet solidified. There will be time for more public celebrations later. Allow God to mature your increase out of the limelight before unveiling it. Impatience can breed attack and complication, but learning to wait on divine timing protects your harvest. 5. Your spiritual encounters. The final, crucial thing chosen ones must keep guarded is certain spiritual encounters and experiences, dreams, prophecies, angelic visitations, visions, and other divine mysteries revealed to you. While at times God may have you share a testimony to encourage others, many profound moments with Him are meant just for you. Do not quickly turn sacred spiritual events into casual conversation pieces. Mary's visitation announcing her immaculate pregnancy was a secret only revealed later when angelic timing permitted. John the Revelator was instructed not to write the thunders he heard in Revelation 10. Paul heard inexpressible things in 2 Corinthians chapter 12 that he admitted no one is permitted to tell. Some revelations are like babies still developing in the womb. Birth them prematurely into the wrong atmospheres and they will not survive. Learn to be a womb of incubation for what God imparts until He says, reveal it openly. Avoid the flippancy of making deep spiritual experiences seem like light chatter to satisfy curiosity, and do not reduce holy mysteries to impressive sermon illustrations for personal glory. Honor the Lord by keeping intimacy private. May the Lord grant us wisdom to know when to speak boldly and when to cultivate prudent inner silence before Him alone. God richly bless you for watching this video. I believe you've learned something new. Stay blessed. Amen and amen.